So back in Ireland, there's this guy, Stingy Jack, right? Now, Stingy Jack's a real son of a bitch. He's drunk all the time and always tricking people. Well, this guy's so bad that the devil himself decides he's going to go up and collect Stingy Jack's soul. So the devil goes up to Ireland and he finds Stingy Jack in a bar drinking, as he does. And the devil says, hey man, time to go, you know? So Stingy Jack looks at the devil. He says, devil, listen, I'm going to go with you. Obviously, you're going to take me. I know where I'm going. But before I go, you know, can we have one drink? Let's have a drink together. So the devil says, hey, what the hell? You know, so the two of them go up to the bar, they have a drink together. And then when the drink is done, Stingy Jack looks at the devil, he's like, hey, you gonna pay for the drink? The devil's like, I'm in hell, I don't have, you know, I don't use money in hell, I don't need it, I'm the king of hell. So Stingy Jack says, I got an idea, devil. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna change yourself into a silver coin, right? I'll use you to pay the bartender. And when the bartender's not looking, you pop back into the devil, we go down to hell. The devil's like, I like the way you think, Stingy Jack, I see why you're going with me. Anyway, so the devil pops into a silver coin, right? Stingy Jack takes the devil as a silver coin, puts him into his pocket next to a crucifix. Now the devil's trapped. The devil's like, Stingy Jack, you little SOB. Stingy Jack says, all right, devil, I tell you what, I'll let you out of my pocket under one condition. Here's my condition, devil. I let you out of my pocket, you gotta give me 10 more years. Devil says, all right, that's a fair deal. Takes him out of the pocket, poof, the devil goes away. 10 years goes by, you know, Stingy Jack's been drinking his time away. Devil shows back up again. Devil's like, all right, man, look, time to go. I give you your 10 years. Time to get out of here. Stingy Jack's like, well, you know, you're right. You did give me the 10 years. But devil, listen, man, before we go, it's going to be a long journey to hell. I'm pretty hungry. He says, can you climb up that apple tree for me and get an apple? And he says, no, you climb up the apple tree. Stingy Jack says, devil, I'm hammered. I can't climb up the apple tree. If I climb up the apple tree, I'm going to fall down, break my neck, and then I won't be able to eat the apple. So the devil says, fine. Devil goes up the apple tree. You know? While he's doing that, Stingy Jack puts crucifixes all around the bottom of the tree. Now the devil's trapped up a tree. He can't get down. He looks down. He's like, Stingy Jack, you did it again. Now Stingy Jack says, all right, devil, I'll let you out of the tree under one condition. Devil says, what is it this time? He says, you can never take me to hell. I'm never going to hell. Devil says, fine, fine, let me out of the tree. So Stingy Jack takes the crosses around. Devil gets down. Time marches on, as it does for all of us. And finally, Stingy Jack reaches the point. His body just couldn't support it anymore. So finally, Stingy Jack shuffles off this mortal coil. Well, Stingy Jack goes up to the pearly gates, you know, and there, right there, God basically tells Stingy Jack, dude, you can't come in here. You're literally the worst person ever. Get out of here. You got to go to the other place. So Stingy Jack goes down to hell. He gets down to hell, and the devil says, dude, no, we made an agreement. I can't let you in here. It's part of the pact. You put me up the apple tree, remember? So Stingy Jack says, well, what the hell am I supposed to do? And the devil tells him, well, you're going to have to wander between two worlds. But I tell you what, I'll give you a treat, something to light your path with. So he reaches down and gets a hot coal out of hell, and he hands it to Stingy Jack. Stingy Jack puts it in a gourd. Ultimately, this would become a pumpkin. And he uses this to light his path as he wanders through the world, because he can't go to heaven or hell. And that is where the tradition of the jack-o'-lantern comes from.